you find the tamarind sauce? Oh, good, good. Yes, yes, I plan to tell them today. I'm just waiting for them to come online. But you know, my sisters, Linda's always late and Penny can't figure out how to turn on her computer.
I heard that.
Oh, Penny's coming on now. So hi, babe. Penny, all I can see are your boobs. You have to move the camera down a little bit. It's right at the top of your screen. Yeah, just bring it down just a little. And there you are. I'm happy to see you have all your clothes on.
Oh, please, that was nothing. I was wearing a towel.
From what I heard, your condo board thought the towel was less than nothing.
Stephanie straightened it out. Now I am allowed to lie naked on the balcony in the dark if the lights are turned out.
Well, that's good.
Am I late? I couldn't find Barbara.
Oh, Linda, another nose job. I love it.
Oh, crap. How did that happen? What is it?
It's a filter. Just
Filter?
look at your camera. There's a little drop down menu. You see it? Just, yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
That's a little bit of an improvement.
Oh,
I like
boy.
that one the best.
Oh, geez. Oh, mercy. Oh,
I
gosh.
think computers hate anyone over the age of 30.
Probably with good reason.
A lot of noses.
Got it now?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh,
Yeah, you got it.
that's better.
Linda, what'd you do to your hair?
Oh, you don't like it?
No, I do. It's shorter, lighter? It's very flattering.
I have a new stylist. Turns out to be skinny Chucky Benedict.
I remember Chucky.
Sat behind me in the 5th grade. He calls himself Chaz now.
Very
To
fancy.
terrorize Cynthia Allwise. Down the block?
Oh, he and his wife, they moved to Mesa 30 years ago.
Cynthia, of course, the best jacks player on the block.
Not anymore. She has Alzheimer's.
Oh, real Alzheimer's, or how did my keys wind up in the refrigerator Alzheimer's?
Speaking of Alzheimer's, yesterday I stood in the lobby of the medical center for a full 3 minutes before I could remember the name of my dermatologist.
Oh, that's nothing. I invited a neighbor next door for lunch, then forgot and went shopping. For all I know, she's still standing on the porch.
Well, she has a full-time caregiver, so I think the Alzheimer's is as real as it's gonna get.
Who has Alzheimer's? Barbara's neighbor?
No, Cynthia Allwise, the jacks player.
Oh, my friend Marcy died.
I'm so sorry. I know how close you were. What was it, cancer?
And pancreas, stage 4. It was awful. Well, she fought as long as she could. And finally, she said enough and went into hospice. I was with her at the end.
Did she have any family?
Well, she always said I was her family.
Oh, Linda, I'm so sorry.
I miss her every day.
I think we're at that stage in our life when all of our friends are either sick or befuddled or dead.
Yeah, I spend more time with doctors than friends. A different doctor for every body part.
Does anybody have any good news? Children, grandchildren?
My brilliant daughter, Stephanie, was made partner in her law firm, the youngest woman ever to do so.
Well, that's very impressive. That's really
Okay, Stephanie, for 6 months, I'm a liar.
Still very impressive. Congratulations, Stephanie. I have a couple of news flashes. Joy and her husband are going to buy a house in the suburbs, better schools for the kids. And then I heard from Aaron, he and his wife, the flower child, are expecting a 3rd baby. And before you ask, yes, they are still living in an unheated cabin in northern Wisconsin.
Well, maybe they could come to Chicago and live with you. You have room, they could stay with you.
Yeah, or I could send them to Miami so they could stay with you and Stephanie.
Well, Melody and Jennifer are coming in for my birthday. They're taking me to the spa for the weekend. Well, I haven't had my girls together for over a year now. I am thrilled.
How fun.
The girls, yes. I knew there was something we needed to talk about. Mother's ring. I had it reset a few years ago, but I've stopped wearing it. I think it's time to hand it down to somebody else in the family. Joy has her own diamonds, and I'm certainly not going to give it to Erin's woodland nymph. She'd sell it. So I'd like it to go to one of my nieces. It's a good stone, carat and a half.
I'm sure Stephanie would be delighted.
Well, ditto for Melody and Jennifer. Neither of them have diamonds, and Melody was really close to Mother.
So should I give it to Melody? Would Jennifer feel slighted? For that matter, would Stephanie?
Since when are you asking for our opinions?
Well, I don't want to make a unilateral decision about the one family jewel.
That's a first.
Am I missing something?
You always think you have to be in charge. I remember the time you and I went to New York for a weekend with Mother. The two of you just made all the decisions and never once asked me for my opinion.
Here we go again. You were 18.
I still had opinions.
The opinions of an 18-year-old.
Well, you were the one who decided that I should major in nursing. You told me to marry Stuart. You named my children.
Oh, for God's sakes, those are just suggestions.
Who asked you?
We asked you to listen to me.
May I say something?
No.
My point exactly. In my memory, the two of you made all the decisions. I could either go along or go home.
Hardly. We watched the television programs you liked. We ate the desserts that you wanted because you were the baby and nobody wanted to see cute little baby cry, especially not Daddy. You were his favorite.
Listen, you were the smartest. Linda was the prettiest. I had to be the cutest. Being adorable was my secret power.
Paid off. First, Daddy took care of you. Then Bernie took care of you. Now Stephanie's taking care of you.
Whoa, that's not fair.
Oh, come on. You never took responsibility for anything. Remember your mystery drawer after Bernie died? Linda, it was stuff filled with unpaid bills she was afraid to open. Mark and I had to bail her out more than once.
And I paid you back. Most of it.
Did you know that Mother first offered me her ring? It was right after Stuart and I got divorced, and he took back my ring as part of the settlement. Mother was so incensed, she offered her ring to me. But I said no. I was dating a lot in those days, and I thought it would cramp my style.
I remember those boyfriends, one right after another, sometimes 2 or 3 in the same week. I was so jealous. And I'll never forgive you for Sheldon Horowitz.
Who?
Sheldon Horowitz. He used to walk me to school every day. Then he met you. Next thing I knew, he was taking you to the movies.
Oh, I remember him. You should thank me. He had sweaty hands and bad breath. Yeah. Besides, you retaliated more than once. The clothes you borrowed and never returned. Case in point, that embroidered shawl you borrowed for a boat party on Lake Michigan and dropped overboard.
Oh, that was an accident. I accidentally got drunk.
I loved that shawl. The boyfriends, not so much. I hardly remember half of them.
Even Stuart?
Stuart, I remember, but I don't think I was ever even in love with Stuart.
My God, so why did you marry him? No. You married him because I told you to? Linda, that's crazy. Now I feel terrible.
Well, it wasn't just that. I mean, all my girlfriends were getting married. Stuart was good looking. He had a job. And you said you liked him. The truth is, I think I was more in love with the idea of Stuart than Stuart.
So in all these years since the divorce, you never had someone in your life?
No, I had someone.
A married man.
A socially inappropriate man.
Nope, not a man. Marcy. Marcy and I were together for 30 years. I don't know why I never told you. The girls knew, or they guessed. I think they loved Marcy almost as much as I did.
Did you think we wouldn't approve of it?
Or understand? Makes me so sad. Why did you keep it a secret? I'm happy you had somebody you loved who loved you back. It's not easy to come by. It took me 3 trips to the altar to find it.
Oh, it was Marcy. She was raised Catholic and she didn't want anyone to know. Then when she got sick and when she died, I was too overwhelmed to tell you. And I just felt so alone.
You're not alone. You have the girls. You have us. Come to Chicago.
In February.
We have central heat, a fireplace, blankets.
Maybe April, something to look forward to.
Maybe sooner would be better.
Are you all right?
Barbara, is there a reason that you want to hand down the ring right now?
Well, there is. As a matter of fact, it's the reason I wanted us to get together today. I had some scans last week, my annual checkup. It seems that my lung cancer has come back, only this time it's not operable.
No, Barbie, no.
Well, did they offer you any treatment options?
We're going to start chemo next week, and I'm going to sign up for some clinical trials, but there are no assurances.
I am coming to Chicago.
Me too.
In February? I'd be thrilled to have you. But there's really nothing you can do.
Yes, there is. We can hold your hand.
And I'll clean up your puke.
Oh, dear God, am I going to puke?
You probably.
Oh, not right away. I went through it with Marcy. I need to be there with you.
Fine. Come. But come before the puking. We'll sit around and make popcorn, watch home movies, give each other pedicures. And Linda, I can give you the ring then.
Me?
You'll keep it for as long as you want, then you'll decide who gets it next.
I'll decide? Yes, I'll decide.
Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters. Never had to have a chaperone, no sir. I'm here to keep my eye on